I would shiver like, and then and then something happened.
I think because I've realized, I feel like Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Salt and Lights. We're excitedly back. My name is Ayana Ngomanda.
And I am Luzuko Sepegile, and this is another installment. Is that what I've heard you use that word before. It's another installment
of Salt and Lights.
We are going nowhere.
Yes.
In this PE cold weather.
Yeah, today is cold in PE. It's raining, but we are here because we have an obligation to the family.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for every person that watches, listens. Today I met somebody at church, and then they made so they were fist bumping me, right? And then they fist bumped again. I'm like, no, one fist bump is fine. Like, your hands are cold. I said, no, 3 times, number of perfection. No, 10 times.
Oh,
I was like, okay. Like, that was a nice inside joke. And there was somebody else who was standing next to us, confused.
Like, what are they doing?
Yeah, I was like, yes, this is the stuff I want around me.
Yes.
You know, I was like, oh, this is nice. So we see you guys, and we appreciate each and every one of you.
Yeah. I hope my body language does not disturb you, because I'm like, when I get cold, I get cold. So my hands are gonna be here, they're gonna be here. My body, don't mind me.
Relax your body.
They used to say that.
Cold is the state of the mind.
They used to say that because I would get cold there and then I would shiver like, and then
Yeah, like relax.
relax.
Yeah.
And then I relax for 2 seconds.
Go again.
Then go, I can't. I don't know, that doesn't translate to my head, in my head.
Like relax
I'll
your
try
muscles. Don't think about it. Don't think about the cold. Yeah. But how are you, buddy?
I'm good. The Lord is good. We are
How was
good.
your week?
It was good. It was good and interesting. And I think, when you see a situation or you see someone you don't know, and then you have like small interaction, or they're in your space, and then you read them, but in your head internally they're like, you are this type of person, you are this type of person, you're this type of person. And you don't have to spend 20 days, like it was just a few
Minutes. Hours.
encounters, like being around their space. And then later on during the week, they really proved me right. Because they did something I was like, I knew you were this type of person.
So now you are a prophet.
It's not a prophet thingy. It's just your ability, like people who normally like sit and chill and just watch people, you get to read. I didn't say prophesy or I didn't get a word or anything. I was just looking at the behavior. Like they would do stuff or say something or whatever, like in the conversation. Example, someone who we are in a group setup and then they just speak loudly and they want to
Demand the attention.
they want to make the last point and they think their points land. So you watch and I'm like, I think I know who you are or your vibe. And then something happened yesterday or the day before. And then I was like, yeah, I saw this before. It was interesting.
I think I'm bad with that. I don't think I'm a great judge of character. But I guess, I don't know, man. But I can look at a person and obviously we all do that. We look at people from afar and be like, thinking those type of people. But sometimes
I feel like I've seen you miss quite a number of times.
all the time I miss it all. Like, dang, no.
You miss. It's either you would think someone is bad and then it turns out they are not so bad. Or you think someone is amazing and then they are terrible. So
yeah. Talking about that, I had an interesting week, right?
You can say it.
Bombastic side eye. Like I was like, no, ma'am, no, this is for your therapy session. It's not. Where I had to. I'm good, by the way.
Yes.
Thank you for asking.
I did ask.
You did. Had a good week, but I had a very emotionally challenging day in the week. Yeah, and it had to do with friendships. And I went back and I thought of the conversation we had about friendships. But I think what I had learned is about when I was like now in retrospect, even I was like, I've handled this quite well for, knowing how I would handle stuff. Like, I'm quick to say, anybody can time with this, guys. But I was just like, you know what? But I'm not sure if, until I see them again, I'm in the same space with those guys, then I'll see really where my heart is. But I was like, you know what, guys? It's fine, man. Like, let's fix the problem and let's keep the unity. Like, that was where my heart is. But even though I was touched, like, was beyond touched. Yeah, but there's certain things just like, I don't understand, and I want to have this conversation with you, but I understand that you're not in that space. If I had to force us to have the conversation, you're gonna lie because you're not ready for that. And I feel like I deserve to know because, like, why are we doing this now? But I guess sometimes you have to just move on without understanding, without, like, what they say, forgive without getting an apology. It was those, and then where you yourself have to be the one who's apologizing even though you do not understand why. But I learned that I think there's improvement in how I view things now and try to look at the bigger picture and try to understand. We address the problem and not the person. If Luzga and I were having a misunderstanding, how do we solve it? Like, how do we? Yeah, like the whole week I was like, how do I keep being a Christian in this? Like, that was my question the whole time. How do I keep being a Christian? How do I show the fruit of the Spirit? The flesh is like, ma'am, listen.
Wait a minute, let me do this for you.
I have an advice for you. You can relax. I'm gonna take care. I was like, no. How do I keep being? And it was tough. It was actually tough. But I think I handled it better, like 10% better than I would
normally. And also, like, it's not always easy to take someone out of what they've done. It's not always easy to see that, okay, you are not the problem. The problem is what you did. Normally, it's easier to just put them together and just shove them away and be like, I don't want anything to do with you.
But that's where the danger is.
The danger is there.
The danger is in the putting together, it's in the mathematics.
I was saying to the home cell on Wednesday, because we were talking about the fruits of the Spirit, so we had to mention one that is easy for you, one that you feel like this is easy, and then one that is challenging. And for me, I was like, the challenging one, what is it? It is long-suffering, like forbearance.
Suffer long.
I think, and as I was like talking about it, I was like, no, man, I think I am not quick, but I feel like for me, it's easy to forgive you, but then not allow you in my space. And then I think sometimes I cross the line of showing the godly character. I cross that, because for me growing up, forgiveness and dealing with these situations, I've always, if someone hurt me and then I'm faced with forgiveness, I always put myself and Jesus in that situation. And I'm like, okay, Jesus forgives me. And in his forgiveness, he never says, no, we are cool, but I don't want anything to do with you. He is never like that. He's always like, come again, let's talk. Come, it's fine. You can be in my space. You can be around me. For years and years, I've been that person, like, I can be cool with you. I can chill with you because Jesus shows me the same mercy. But now, I think the kulaga me.
You know your worth. You think you know better now.
This thing is taking my peace and it's fine, go away. We're good.
But over there.
Be there.
But that's a very interesting thing though that you're saying. Because I've always been an advocate of, I can forgive you, but I don't have to give you access to my space. But if we look at it in the lens of Christ,
Jesus always giving us access.
Now I'm like,
all the time. And I knew this, and I was living like that for the longest time. But ngoku, my walls
now
are
that
so high.
you need it.
Now that I need it, Like someone would hurt me and then they don't have access.
Yeah.
And sometimes I can see that this person really wants access. Like
Yeah.
this person is like, bro,
Yeah.
I need the Luzuko that is like, let's go. I need
And
the
you're
Luzuko.
like,
And I'm like, you know when you are being
subscriber, you've
diplomatic
dialed.
and we are like,
Yeah.
I'm good, how are you?
Yeah.
How's your day? Keep it short and nice and sweet.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, it's bad because I don't think it's entirely bad. You must just know the situations because Auntie Mami gave me peace recently. She was asked a question. I'm sure people are like, who's Auntie Mami? You will let them know.
Auntie Mame is Bishop Dag Hewitt Mill's wife.
Yes.
Was my bishop, was my father, my pastor, prophet, all that stuff.
Yes, all the things.
Yes.
So someone was asking a question about forgiveness and allowing people in. And then she said, we need wisdom. Because when she used the story of David and Saul, says Saul was, he went after David to kill him, but then he couldn't kill him. That's when David cut a piece of his garment and then showed it to him like, if I wanted to, I could have.
Yeah.
And then Saul repented and invited David back. But David was wise enough to know that, yes, I forgive you, but if I go back to sit with you, you might kill me. So there's that.
Situations where you don't.
Because there are people who always allow people in and those people are destroying them.
Yeah, I'm thinking that if you do that, somebody try to poison you, you can forgive them, but to eat their food again, I don't know, guys. You limit access to your space. When they are around the kitchen, it's fine. I'll do the tea for all of us. It's okay.
I'm good.
Yeah, I think I've struggled with that. It was not even a struggle. It was a stance that I took. That you hurt me, I forgive you, but you go over there. Yeah, boy.
Go away, Satan. This is a song. A song in my father's church they used to sing. We called them during Easter. Go away, where Satan, go away,
It's very nice.
Satan, go.
Cool.
And then there's a verse, Satan, Ingosi, Alava, I'm sure the devil sometimes feels so important because we compose songs about him. Like,
oh wow! Oh,
it feels
hail
like,
me.
look at me, guys.
Guys have a lot of time thinking about me. But speaking of the fruit of the spirit, this is what I was like. Okay, this is interesting. I wanted to talk about. Nah. I think, by the way, somebody our like number one, who's always watching and whatever.
Shout out.
You know herself. Shout out. But why was the shout out inside? Shout out to you. You know, she said maybe we should speak on, but have a series on it, which was interesting because of the thoughts that I had before, and then when she said that, I'm like, and then you said that, like, you know, when someone,
Connecting the dots.
you know, this is a beautiful picture, you know? Okay, no. Okay. So she was like, maybe you guys should speak on the fruit of the spirit, the fruits of the spirit, and well, maybe have a series because there's quite a lot of them, so wouldn't be able to finish them on a go.
Yeah, in one sitting.
Yeah, and I had a question for you before she said that, and now I'm thinking actually this is a fruit of the spirit, like it's a fruit of the flesh actually, fruit of the flesh. Yes, manifestation of the flesh. Yes.
We have works of the flesh.
Works of look, that's
and then fruits of the spirit.
Yes, that's the manifestation. Happened again.
Money.
Ma, say it together. Ma,
Ni,
fair,
station. Yes.
Money in the festation of the
Yes.
flesh. So it's English, guys. I was watching these big people like having a podcast, and then they kept butchering English. I was so humbled. I was like, guys, I was like, child, you know. So I thought I wanted to ask you, how do you, because of, okay, we are all friends now, we grew up together, but life happens in different ways to all of us, right? And I think because I've realized something, I feel like I struggle. Yeah, but I don't know, you know, sometimes like, man, what is, like, I think you have a problem of jealousy, my friend. You know, like I was trying to put,
label.
Yeah, label to certain feelings, yeah, but, and I concluded because it was not a good feeling, yeah, but like sometimes why is when one of your friends, I don't know, man, it's like weird feelings you get it whatever. Yeah, but and I was like, could it be that you're jealous? This is why. So I wanted to ask you, Mana, how do you deal when life happens and you guys are at different stages, even though we all started, once upon a time you're in the same stage or class, but then
they are far ahead.
They are far ahead. Like, how do you deal with it? And now, knowing that jealousy is not a fruit of the spirit, it's the works of the flesh, and God frowns upon that. But I think that's a real struggle, even if it's not entirely jealousy, but the certain weirdness that you feel. There's something inside when you see that person. You're like, dang, and you can't fully celebrate because you're like, you're trying to chase where they are, so that you can be. Again, we're in a place where you guys are equal, and then now it's like, like, I don't know, it's like...
There's someone who said this on our cell. He said, when we were mentioning things, said that, like, they're a group of friends. So if they see each other, like if you go on social media and then you see that your friend is registered for their masters and then they posted, they'll do anything, and they also want to match up. They're like, level up. Let's do this. They're doing, like, they bought a car, you also want to buy a car. They're going on holiday. And then we were so not confused. We were like, you're on a dangerous place. You're at a very dangerous place, because we could be a group of friends and we hold each other accountable. So if 3 of us are friends or 4 of us are friends, and then we meet. So we're like, so what are you doing with your life? And then you tell us, no, I'm doing A, B, C, and D. And then we say, and then someone is like, oh, me, I'm not doing anything. So what's the plan? I'm not doing anything because you feel like this is a moment thing. You are discouraged. Are you going to pick yourself up again? So we can keep each other accountable. We can try and encourage each other, like push each other, inspire each other, all those fancy and nice things. But there's a line, and I think he was very close to the line where you get to a place where you envy and are jealous of your friends or the people that you grew up with that seem to be far ahead in your life. So be encouraged when someone is doing well. Maybe also could be that a form of encouragement is you lambasting yourself. Like, my guy, your peers are working hard. What are you doing? But then I think it gets tricky when, this is what I think, that when you think that what someone else has would look better on you.
Oh, yeah.
Then that's where that's where the problem is. So if I see you with the phone and I think that...
You don't deserve that phone.
How are you going to afford your... the subscriptions?
Yeah,
I'm at a better chance of maintaining this than you. Then that's where you've entered a very dangerous place. But for me personally, I think my friends did go be way ahead of me.
Yeah. And that's why I wanted you to be like the best person to... I don't know, but it's like, you've probably experienced some sort of like weird feeling, and how do you guys...
I wanted to suggest that put your water down. Is it fine now?
Yeah, Sana. Yeah, it's good now. Like, how do you celebrate while...
I do though.
I think for me, I've seen that it's easy to celebrate somebody who's coming up, but you're still at a better position than them. You're like, I'm so proud of you because, like...
You're catching up.
But when a person, and they keep moving, you're like, yo, like, you want to tell them, relax. I'm just like, you're making it, you know. But because, guys, I feel like we're all in that, we all fall for that, or we all get those feelings. Yeah, but where you're like, man, it's either you condemn yourself, maybe you're not jealous of the person, but then you end up not being happy with yourself or not showing grace to yourself because you're like, dude, if my friend, the fellow who was able to buy a Mercedes now and I can't even buy an iPhone, what is happening? Yeah, but like, you just feel like
something wrong.
You are a failure, basically. Like, how do we, guys.
Because life is showing us that I don't want to say it's unpredictable, Because once you put in the work, you can predict some stuff. You're going to be like, I am putting in the work. So results are going to show, whether they show 10 years, 5 years. But life is not the same.
Yeah.
For all of us.
Yeah.
Do you get it? So I'm trying to live my life. But then I must also be careful not to be complacent and be lazy. Because my temperament is saying, why do I run when I can walk? I can see people getting really far ahead. I'm like, guys, go.
I'm so happy for you.
See you later.
Yeah.
Do you get it? I must be very careful of that. But also, I'm living my own life.
Yeah.
And things that fulfill me and things that make me happy, they happen for me.
Yeah.
Do you get it? So I don't see why I shouldn't celebrate. And it happened also earlier on. Like immediately after high school, my friends
Went to
varsity and I couldn't qualify for what they were going for. And they were doing like proper stuff. And my points were saying, my guy, no. Do you get it? And I tried to do other means to go the other way and try to catch up, but it didn't work. And like I saw that, no man, this is not for you. To a point I sat down, I was like, you know what do you want to do, Wayne? Like what do you want to get and study? And so I'm using like now school as an example, but it goes with everything.
Yeah.
Because also we are not praying for the same things even. So
Yeah.
why am I going to stress for someone who prayed for a wife
Yeah.
when I'm praying for a place to stay?
Yeah.
And then when they are getting married and people are congratulating them, I'm sitting there, I'm like, when are you getting married? No, that was not even my prayer list.
Yeah.
So I don't struggle with chest pains when I see people progressing, because I have my goals, none, to get it. And there's nothing amazing than seeing them come to pass. And for someone else, they're like, this, me, I'm like, you don't know.
Yeah.
At some point, I saw those people, like people in my same age who could afford iPhones. Their parents could buy them iPhones. They could go to places, travel, do all these things, and I couldn't. Do you get it? Now I have these things, some of these things, and I'm like, look at God.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
And I have them, and I can sleep at night. Also, so you just make sure that when you check your emotions and feelings, because also we are human beings, so we're gonna feel. The reason the Bible is telling us the works of the flesh is because we contain this body. So this body will want to produce jealousy. This flesh will want to produce envy. This body will want to produce, like, why are you wearing that when I'm supposed to be the one? Why are you staying there when I'm supposed to be the one? The flesh wants to produce those things. So when you can find or locate that, hey, something is not well with me, then have those checks. Like, push yourself when you see people moving forward. But if you start thinking that what they have,
You deserve it.
more than them,
That's what the problem is. Yeah, I think that's freeing, man. I think the same with me. What freed me was understanding life, that this is life, and the thing with life is you understand life while you're going through it, or after you've went through something, you're like, oh, actually, you're not really prepared for it. You think we're all gonna go to varsity at the same time, we're all gonna get married at the same time, have kids at the same time, buy cars at the same time, and then when it doesn't, you sort of like caught off guard, like, oh, but wait, I think for me it was a thing of like, wait now, let me so that we can all celebrate together, because you had this image in your head of accomplishing all these things with your friends, and when it doesn't, you sort of it doesn't sit right. Either you are jealous or you are mad at yourself, or it doesn't sit right. But I think when you understand that it's gonna happen eventually.
there's a place also that things are just not happening.
Yeah, there's that. And you know what? It's easy to be happy for your friends if the stuff also happening for you.
For you.
Even if it doesn't look the same as them. Like if I'm getting booked and I'm getting gigs to shoot every weekend,
yes.
yeah, and my friends are buying cars, it's fine. Because also I can see progress in my life. And they're also
it's not in the same measure, but I'm moving.
When there's stagnancy, I think that's when maybe jealousy and envy comes. About maybe a better anger and resentment. I don't know towards who the anger. Maybe God
Could be towards
yourself.
God, also, especially when you're a Christian.
Yeah.
Because sometimes there's a level of deserving that we feel.
Yes, and when you know what, guys, the Bible. Read your Bible. You know what also has freed me the most is the Bible. So I've had these thoughts of, Lord, I'm serving you, dog. Yeah, bro. And you see people who are living their lives anyhow, and stuff seems to be moving for them. But if you read Psalms and you see David, he says, the ways of the wicked, they're seeming to be flourishing and prospering. And you understand that, even David went through these emotions. Even David looked at an unbeliever and be like, but why are you getting all the money and then you have to struggle? Yeah, but with the little you have to pay tax. You're like, God, but you can see that I can't, but you still want 10% in offering and all this.
Yeah.
And then there's somebody with no response, and you have your family, they have no responsibility. The money they get, they buy new Snickers, they go try at a new restaurant, and you feel like they're not even, I'm supposed to be the one who makes them jealous of my God. But I think me reading and finding out that part of David's life and him saying God is enough, for me that was it. Like that was like, you know what?
It's fine.
It's fine. Like it's actually fine. But also you take motivation, which is what you said. When you see people progress, rather than if you feel jealous, redirect that negative energy into
Pray
something.
About it also, like God set me free from this feeling, because it's a manifestation of the flesh, and because we constantly have to put down the flesh,
die to it.
Take that jealousy and take it to God and be like, God, my friend is signing a new contract, is signing a new deal, and nothing is happening for me, and I don't like how I'm feeling towards their achievement. That is an honest reaction, than to also act like it's okay when you know that I'm not okay.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Yeah. But wait now. If you're not okay and I just signed a deal, you can't come with that energy.
No.
Stay with that over there.
That's why we have secret place and prayer life. And
don't bring your mood and control the environment. But I think for me, for anybody, because I think at some stage of your life, you're gonna go through it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but even with the people that you feel like you're at the same level, there's certain things that they're gonna have that you don't necessarily have at that time, might not even have. Yeah, but maybe God does not want it for you. Also, there's that. And you have to be happy for them. And you need to know and identify those feelings and don't suppress them. Take them to God. Yeah, but be human about it. I think maybe we struggle also with being vulnerable and being honest with God. But the way thing is, God sees already. Yeah, and those things, the enemy now will use it as a tool to advance whatever agenda he has. Now you end up hating that person. And maybe them getting there first was supposed to be a blessing to you too. But because of you've allowed hatred to be a thing and did not deal with it, now it is grown into this monster and you miss out your blessing. Yeah, but like when Luzuko goes up, we all go up. Like I feel like he has a car, I don't have a car, but guess what? If I'm stuck, I know I have somebody to call. Instead of me saying, why does he? Bro, your blessing, it's a blessing for all of us.
Everyone.
Yeah, but so I think we all will get to that stage, go through that path of our peers and family members. And, I have a family, I have a cousin sister. Her mom is married to my grandfather. And then she is a child outside wedlock. And then when she turned, I think 21 or 18, she got a car. Definitely not even a real part of the family. I was just like, and it's my granddad or what? I'm just like, not even. But those things are not good things. Like, why can't I just be happy for them? Why am I coming with, but this is not even like your own family members and stuff? Like, no, like, leave that. Yeah, but I think also then comes also long suffering. having to wait
For your
for
time.
indoors guys is another conversation.
But I think also another struggle that we have as believers when we are faced with these things is the language of expressing them to God. Because when the topic of jealousy is addressed as a demon, or this is such a, you shouldn't, and it's the truth, but then I am feeling it.
What must happen now?
Do you get it? So how do I deal with the fact that my friend is moving forward and I am feeling some type of way about it? Am I wrong for going to God and letting God know? Sometimes with these works of the flesh, when they manifest, we do not know what to do with them. We do not know that
Just
we
harbor
have,
them.
yes, we don't know that we have an ever-present help who is able to take that emotion and he's not even going to give you a car, but he's going to give you great contentment.
Yeah.
God is going to open your eyes and make you see that you have stuff
Better stuff
to be grateful for.
Yes.
I'm going to say better.
I mean, like you have life.
Yes, you have things that you are supposed to be grateful for.
Yeah.
Maybe what you need is that the eyes of your understanding be enlightened so that you see that God is doing things for you. But then, because we don't know how to deal with them, we keep quiet and we die and we hate on people and we hate on God and we try to take God by the neck. Try to take God by the neck and be like, God, you better move now, or if you don't move today, you know, I'm gonna stop serving
I'm
you.
moving myself.
I'm moving my. Do you get?
Yes.
Had you just said, Lord, I really don't like how I'm feeling. I love my friend, and I love that they have achieved what they have achieved. I feel like there's something that is not excited in me about the situation. Help me from this thing. And then, because to be fair, it's not nice. It's not a nice feeling, especially when you are stagnant.
Yeah, it's worse there. There's the pizza.
You're like, the books are not booksing.
Yeah.
The jobs are not jobsing. What am I supposed to do?
And you're just like, I feel like I'm doing better than this person in terms of serving you, Lord, than they are. Yeah. But I think, you see, those things, let me tell you this, guys. I think God has called me out or has used that to show me there's pride also. Why do you think you deserve? Like, what makes you think that you should be the one? Do you know what? Because you have pride, my sister. And it then reveals that, actually, what I need right now is to work on my spiritual life. I don't need a car.
Wait, hold
I
on.
need Jesus. You know,
Like,
because we don't
heart.
know if with flesh being so heightened in your life, when you get that blessing, we don't know how you're going to be now. You know, now it's leave your shoes when you enter my car. Like, it might sound like, okay, that's funny, but no, like, you belittle people. When you see another person, you feel like you're better than them. So now when you get to a place where you understand, like, not having, when you see another person, when you have, it's normal. It's like, yeah, bro, we're in a different season of your life. Yeah, but I think God is the best person to set us free from all those emotions and all those thoughts, because we will go through them. Whether you get married with your friend at the same time, and they have a child first, and you struggling to have a child, then I was like,
that's another struggle.
Yeah, but at different levels, there's different struggles. But I think the best thing is for you to ask God, give me something to be grateful for. Like, show me something to be thankful for. I was saying to my friend, wrapping it up, that I was getting in a place because I was asking questions about her plans and whatever. And you know, sometimes when people ask, what's your plan? It's such a frustrating question. And especially people, because they are moving, it's like, why are you not moving? But you don't know the stuff that I'm dealing with. It's not because I don't want to move, it's because right now, and if I tell you, it's gonna sound like it's an excuse and whatever. But I said to her, even make an example that, you know what, I was slowly getting into a trap of not celebrating birthdays, because it's like, you're getting old, but what are you achieving? But once I've realized that 16-year-olds, 13-year-olds are dying, and untimely deaths, you know, like deaths where it's like, this could have been avoided. You get grateful, like you become grateful for the gift of life. Because now I get a car, get in a car accident, I'm gone, then what? You know, so just being alive, then you have a better, I don't know, it's like, yeah, we want all those things, but I'm grateful to still have another day to serve God, another day to, you know, get closer to God. And there's so much bigger stuff
to be grateful for.
But I think also because of the generation we're part of, everybody just putting their lives out there. That's why I try to do that to social media because
You minimize.
yeah, my friend, it will sell your dreams. And you're like, dang, a 20-year-old that is driving a Mercedes Benz, what were you doing at 20? You know, you were playing cards. Like, see now, you don't even have a bicycle. But I think, guys, let's look at the bigger and the most important things in life and be honest with God, be vulnerable with God. You know, I was listening to He Understands by Chandler Moore.
That's
Right.
one of the best albums.
Yeah, that album came at such a timely.
That's
Yeah,
that album gave language
yes, definitely.
to things that a lot of believers were feeling.
Yeah,
That sometimes you felt like the four walls of the church made you weird for feeling them, or you put that emotion in yourself.
Yeah.
So it really gave language
Yeah.
to a lot of us that you're like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, He understands, and He's not afraid of your feelings. God is not afraid of. In fact, He's happy when you bring it because then He gets a chance to work with that. He
Yeah.
gets a chance to deliver you from that jealousy and rather to help you love or whatever thing God will have you do at that time or do through you or whatever.
And-
yeah, well,
Like, because we the word of God says that He is the potter and we are the clay.
yes.
So the potter, when they are making the clay, let's say whatever thing you are using.
Have you seen it? Like,
Yes. Not live direct, but
it's a beautiful thing. You should actually.
But I'm gonna use my imagination.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say what they are using, there's a string of wool or there's a glass in the mix. The one who is making the thing would be able to see where the thing is located and be able to go there and remove it because he is making the pot. Like you can,
Yeah,
like, oh, I know
can
where
fix,
this is. You know what you're doing. You know where the handle is if you're making a cup. You know how it should sit because you are the one who is making it. So we being the clay, God knows where the jealousy is.
Yeah.
Because He made us. So He can find it. Even if you don't have, sometimes we don't even have language for what
Yes.
we are going through.
Yes.
But because He made this clay, He can be like, oh, that's where it is. You came to me, I made you. And then take it off and then you can
Yeah,
continue
you're
with
not
your life.
jealous. You're just impatient with yourself. Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
We are good to go.
Yeah.
So
So trust God, guys. Let's be on a journey of trusting God with every area of our lives. Yeah, well, I mean, it's weird now. I'm in a stage where you get asked, when are you getting married? I'm just like, I don't know. I'm gonna go buy a ring and marry myself, guys. You know, because your friends are married. It's just
for me, it's annoying those questions when there are people who are qualified to ask me anything, like anything goes, they can ask me. And then you'd find out there's someone who is around when the thing is asked. And then
then
they
they all
feel
say-
like they have,
I know those ones. They're
and I'm
giving
like,
up
no,
opportunity.
no, it's not that
It's not
vibe.
that vibe.
It's not that vibe.
Relax. But yeah, guys, that's that.
We should continue on the fruits of the spirit.
Yeah,
And
I think, yeah, and bring them to a real life situation.
Yes.
So we can see
But
how.
I don't, so we spoke about the work of the flesh today, which was jealousy and
Yeah,
and
but
sort.
then the fruit of the spirit for that will be long suffering.
Okay, long suffering.
Yeah,
Okay, I get
like
it.
suffer long, guys. We will not have an Audi at the same time. We will not buy a house at the same time. Just make sure you're in the perfect will of God.
Yeah.
You know, just make sure you're serving God. Just make sure you're doing stuff that is making you happy. If you seeing people progress is making you feel some type of way and it's because of social media, cut that off.
Yeah.
Spend time with God. This great contentment. We all can be like Paul and say, I know how to be abased and how to abound. You know, I know what it means to have little and have to. And I think also
have much.
just knowing that God cares about you and is interested in your well-being and He wants you to have those things is just relieving. It's such an adcodol when you have a headache. Like it's a pain reliever because you know that eventually, in His time, obviously we work hard, guys. We're not saying relax in His time, and then while you're not doing anything,
Yeah.
like put in the work and leave the rest in God's hands. Yeah, but unless we don't believe that God wants us to have
All the
these things, and if He does not want us, then that's also good.
That's also God.
That's also good, and that's also I think for me, man, it's just like, bro, eternity is so long. than like earth, So I'd rather honor God now and just. But I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes these feelings they come and you're just like, but why? I'm not jealous.
Yeah.
But why am I feeling like this? Why is me seeing a status of this person traveling making me feel like
nothing is happening for me?
yeah, it's like next. Or you feel dull, you feel blah.
But what I'm interested in, maybe we should also discuss when you're talking about the long suffering and like digging deep into them, is to look at places or parts of our lives that we have to suffer long in.
Every part of your life.
Yes, count your sufferings, name them one by one. Yeah, otherwise, thank you so much, guys. Let us know what you think. And like for you personally, like these struggles and when they approach or when they get to you, how do you deal with them? Also, you might be someone who is not phased. You're like, to God be the glory, and you move on. You could also be someone who is really struggling and wrestling with the fact that you see God doing and moving for other people, yet you feel like He's not doing anything for you. How do you deal with that? Let us know on the comments sections. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell. See you next time. God bless.
It's been salty, it's been lighty. Bye. We're gonna? It's fine.